What's up, everybody? It's your main man, 360 the Poet. Hey, Las Vegas, get ready to celebrate Freedom Day with Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation at the 23rd Annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival. It's going down Saturday, June 15th from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo World Market Center located at 435 South Grand Central Parkway. Join us for a Jubilee celebration like no other, featuring food, vendors, live DJs, prizes, and a free concert you won't want to miss, featuring Billboard Top 10 artist Jay Brown, along with Maya Milan, Vice City, and Vegas' own Ray Millie. Free health screenings provided by Southern Nevada Health District. There's a kid zone, prizes, giveaways, and more. Empowering people and igniting the culture at the 23rd Annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival. For more information or to register for your e-tickets, visit June19lv.com. That's June19lv.com. This event is powered by Zappos, Google, and the Love Live campaign. Love freely, love openly, love fearlessly. Live you equals you.
Hi. Hey.
What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On Hot 1025fm.com.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. You know how it is. Back like I never left. Here another week. Same time, same place, as always. First, I do want to talk about well, you know, I like to do it my little weekend review. You know, I kind of want to get all of that going. What happened, what's been going on, what's been, you know, with any issues, any problems. For the most part, man, this past week was pretty productive. I will start off with that. It was a very productive weekend. I got a lot done, a lot taken care of. Of course, Saturday was the birthday party. Me and Junior, we shared our first birthday together. You know, he had his first birthday. I had my 32nd, you know, same name, same birthday. Pretty dope, if you ask me. I've always wanted something like that, and it actually came to happen. So Saturday was the birthday party. I got there around 2-ish to set up and get everything taken care of. I was only in the pool for a little bit, you know, but overall, I will say that everyone was excited. Everyone was happy. It was kind of dope. Everyone had their own little party bags. The kids had little gold bars, but when they pop open, you know, we had stuff put up in there with them. And, you know, One Piece theme, so of course you want to go with the pirate theme all the way. So the gold bars was the kids' treasure chest. The adults, on the other hand, the adults got these ones because I felt like, you know, one, I will say that I love all the feedback that everyone gave me from the adult party bags and the party in general, because there was nothing but great and positive things to say. So that was a bonus. I was real happy about that. These are what the adult bags look like, but inside came a bunch of little trinkets. I mostly tried to take us back to our childhood a little bit for the adults. So I did things like, you know, a slap bracelet, you know, the summer shades, since it is summertime, or spring break shades, whatever you want to call them. Also got things like a water gun. What else was it? Here, the little water game and little maze game. But the biggest thing that everyone loved, along with, you know, should have a little thing that's shot in there as well. But for the adult bags, they also came with a little treasure chest of their own. And, you know, they opened up. I'm not going to show what's in the actual box, but let's just say it's pretty loud. It's pretty good. And they loved that part of it, that they had their own little treat and their own little goodie bag, along with, you know, like chocolate, candy, stuff like that. The normal. So I think overall it was a pretty great job for the party, for everything that would happen. We played some spades. You know, I won a game and I lost it. Well, I lost the game and then won a game. So shout out to my cousin Delano for actually letting me rent out his pool and his house to get that done. I really appreciate that. Me and my son had a great time for that first birthday party. So it was really dope. It was a great experience. From the kids being outside in the pool to coming in to singing happy birthday we didn't even get to play any of the actual games I got. at the party except for spades. We didn't get to play any of the real games because we were so set on, we were just like living in the moment, having fun. The itinerary was out the window. It didn't matter what time we had to do this or do that. Um, we pretty much, man, but we had a ball. So, funny thing happened. We were singing happy birthday. Well, they were singing happy birthday to us, right? Me and my son. They were singing happy birthday. And again, shout out to everybody that showed us birthday love and appreciation. We definitely love and accept it. Thank you so much for it. We'll always try to return the love when we can. Um, but they were singing happy birthday to us. And I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm in a great mood because the birthday's going great. Me and my son's having a great time. We're dressed alike. We got our, everything together. We're sitting with each other. We're getting sung happy birthday to. And I just had a few tears drop, man. It was out of nowhere. It was crazy. I was just sitting there and I had a few tears fall, from them singing happy birthday to us. And I couldn't figure it out at the moment. I'm like, why? Like, this is a great moment. Like, I'm having fun. But that's exactly why it was a great moment. First birthday with my juniors, first birthday together. It was an emotional moment, I guess. But it also reminded me, it just made me feel like in my childhood, I can't recall. I always say this because I don't know what happened the first couple of years, first 1 through 3. I could have had something. But from what I can recall, I can't recall having birthday parties. And for some reason now with Junior, even though I've done it with Terrence 7 times now, right? Or in Kalila 5 and Miracle 3. I've had all these birthday parties, but because he's got the same birthday and same name as me, I feel like he's just like he's me recreated in a way of, he's got everything about me. My identity all over again. A second chance at life is what I like to call it. And the fact that I can be able to be there to celebrate a birthday with him, to be able to say happy birthday and sing it and celebrate, have fun, do things he likes, do things we'll like together. He didn't like the pool unless I was in there with him. I'm okay with that. He likes to be held, but he wants to be there. He wants to feel safe is how I take that. So that's what's up. But other than that, man, everything was great. Everything was amazing. I had such a great night. We ended up having so much fun at the pool party. My plans for the night, we ended up running over, but it didn't really matter because, 9 out of the 10 or 11 people that were supposed to come canceled. So it was kind of like, well, no need to pay a couple $100s to sit there and smoke with 2 people when I can do that at home. You know what I mean? So we kind of didn't need to do that anyway. However, after the birthday party, and after the birthday, we still try to continue birthday festivities. However, it wasn't really too much that we really wanted to do. So mainly what we did was we deep cleaned. I got up Sunday and I think we saw one bug. And granted, it was from out the balcony, but still, that's all it takes is one, right? So when that happened, I told her, like, let's get up and clean up. So we started at opposite ends of the apartment, and she got one end to start with. I helped the kids get they room together, situated, throw a lot of toys away they didn't play with. Got my layer cleaned up and situated here, back over here, and then we worked on the room together at that point to get it taken care of. So I took the bed down, swept the floor. Everyone always looks at me funny when we have a vacuum, but I sweep first and then I vacuum over it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an old habits die hard, but I feel like the floor gets cleaner that way. If I try to sweep what I can out and then vacuum the things that couldn't get picked up, I just feel like it's a little cleaner to me. But I've always done that. From deep cleaning to the bathroom to the hallway, we just did a lot of deep cleaning and got a lot of stuff thrown away. And I was like, man, that's crazy how much space we created just from going through everything and throwing away what we didn't need. It was crazy. The kids literally lost one entire toy box. They got a couple of them, but one of them completely gone off the toys that they no longer wanted or they were broken. So that was pretty, I'm not going to lie, it was pretty tiring Sunday, but we ended up finishing it up Monday morning. And, we tried to rest, but we played and hung out, went to the pool a little bit. I wanted to play with the water balloons. I got us these little cool um, water balloons. So all you have to do is, let me tell you something. In my childhood, it was rough trying to blow up these water balloons. It was like if you put them on the thing outside on the, I can't think about what it's called. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Take the water hose off and you put it on there and you pop one in and it's going to bust. These things are so great. You take this, you twist it on, then you turn the water on, and then it fills all the balloons up for you. And guess what? Once the balloons fall, once you take them off, they're already tied. You don't have to do nothing else. It's that simple, that easy. I couldn't believe it. It's like they're already tied. All you have to do is pretty much you just let the kids play and throw them. It's dope, great invention. Cost me like $2, and I got like 6 of these. cheapest thing ever. But for the summertime, it works out because when you want to have a water balloon fight, the one thing you hate doing is filling up the water balloons. I know sometimes it's fun, but it's a little time. It takes away from the actual fun. Plus, that way you can pop more, throw more, have a lot more fun. Um, so all in all, it was a great weekend. Um, Shout out to the people that made the birthday party happen. I always say I don't like to include myself because it was my birthday, so of course I had to help out. But shout out to the people that did what they could to make it happen. I appreciate it. It is not gone unseen. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It was definitely a time to be had for the birthday party. So thank you all so much for making it happen for me. Now, what was next here? We did the deep cleaning. Okay, so now I get a lot of pushback about some things that have been going on. And I think I said something last week about how sometimes if I want to be heard, the only way to be heard is to be public, to let social media or the public know that there's an issue that's not being resolved. Then I get to see progress, I get to see a little movement, I get to see things going forward. And I know a lot of people are like, why do it? Why do that? Why keep causing issues or causing problems? But to me, it's not causing them. It's bringing light to it in a way that shows it needs to be addressed. For some odd reason, when the public knows, it can get addressed in a better way. I don't prefer it that way, but again, what else am I supposed to do? I think everyone wants me to go out and cheat, and I'm sorry, it's just not me. I can't really see myself stepping out. There's a lot in my body, a lot in my bone that kind of just is saying like, go for it, just do it. But there's also the part of me that's just like, I don't really see why I would have to go that far. Pretty much, it's like something in my ear whispering, telling me, like a gut feeling, I guess you can say, just like, it ain't really worth it. As much as I would like to, as much as I feel like that's probably what would resolve any issue, I won't do it. I keep holding myself from doing that. Um, However, with this being a platform where I actually speak about my mental health or speak about how we try to grow and progress in mental health, I'd be wrong to not come and say that it is a big mental issue for me. It's something that I fight with all the time, and it's crazy because I just don't understand. I honestly don't get it. I don't know what to do, where to go, what's going on. You can look at anybody in today's society, and if you look at the picture I'm painting, they will say I'm using the right colors. I'm using the right paintbrush, the right easel, the right canvas. I've got all the right tools, but it's just maybe I picked the wrong venue to paint in, or the wrong partner to paint with. But it's just, to me, I feel like struggle builds character. The tougher you go through things, or the more you go through things, the tougher it makes the relationship. The better it makes it. I feel like if you're in a relationship where you can't be called out for something, or you're not being called out, and it's just always happy 24/7. I feel like that's a facade. I'm going to be completely honest, because there are healthy ways to call people out or to let people know that they need to grow in areas, because nobody's perfect. We grow and we become better every single day, but none of us are perfect, right? Perfect is a myth. It's just a word to put up there to make people feel bad about themselves. So never try to aim to be perfect. Always try to aim to just do right. Do what you can in the right ways. Um, but for some reason, somehow, some people just they don't go about it that way. They think that they can just create these boundaries. They can break these boundaries that were created in order to bring peace. And I think sometimes when you break one boundary, it makes all the others fragile. In a way, it makes them all fragile. Um, however, however, one of the biggest things that I hate doing is repeating myself. It's like my biggest pet peeve is the fact that I have to repeat myself, especially to a spouse, right? Because if communication is this whole idea, then we need to get that on track. Which is why I don't know if I said it last week, but I believe that communication is just the door. I really feel like communication is only the door. That's all you're at. But if you don't have comprehension, which is really the key, you can't unlock that door. So you can communicate all you want, But without comprehending what's in front of you, what's the point? When you can't comprehend what's being communicated, you're just having a one-sided conversation. That's just how I feel. So a lot of people will say, what else have you tried? Right? What else have you done? What else have you said? And more so, it's about the fact that when you can't really talk, it's really hard to say anything. When you can't really express yourself, more so in a way of, how do you deal with the fact that when you have an issue or you have a problem, they also have a problem. They also have an issue. But it's only when you do. It just brings up red flags to see stuff like that. Um, so when you sit there and try to express yourself or say something, but the first thing is, well, I feel this way too, or we both feel like that, then it's just like, well, what are we doing? What's the point, right? What's the point? Um, you can't create a conflict and then feel like you've been done just as wrong for the resolution. I just don't think that's fair. Um, Personally, me, I feel like I'm at war 24/7. I feel like I'm coexisting with my spouse, and I'm not really living with her. But I feel like I'm at war 24/7. I'll go out, I go to work, I do what I have to do. Um, I take care of the home. I provide, I protect, I try to lead best as I can. Lately I've been doing a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. Lately, for the last few months, I've been a little bit more into the scripture, into God. I've been reading the Bible more. I'll be honest about that, because I'm just trying to get a better understanding of my position as head of household, right? Um, but it just seems like the more I try to follow the word of God, the more issues and problems will come about. The more, you know, and I just don't understand it, because if you claim to be a Christian, then you will follow the ways that it goes. Which is why it tells me, like, it feels like to me, women will only benefit from Christianity, or want to bring it up when it benefits them. But when it comes to the fact of, because I'm going to say about it traditionally, when it comes about traditional ways, right? A man is to protect, provide, and lead the household, which is what I feel like I am wholeheartedly doing. I believe I am. I believe she's confirmed I am. But when you don't receive that as reciprocation and appreciation, is kind of weird. It's kind of weird to see. But I feel like that I am leading this household exactly as the Bible says I should do, exactly as I am. But on the other hand, even when it comes to traditional roles, your wife is there for you. She's made from you to be by your side, to be next to you, made for you, right? The Bible says that the woman is made for the man. So if I'm holding up my end of the deal, it should be no issue for you to hold up yours. No issue at all. Um, I don't understand it though. Again, these are things that are just bothering me. And again, I'm here because wholeheartedly, there's either one or two things that are going to happen. The marriage is going to crumble, and she's just going to push me away to a point where I completely no longer want to deal with it. Or two, some way, somehow, she'll see what the issue is. We'll work through it. We'll get better, and it'll be successful, right? Either way. But everyone says, well, why won't you leave? Why won't you just leave? I obviously am in love with a woman. Never had an issue with saying that I'm in love with her. But that's the problem. I'm going to always be in love with her. So if I was just to leave now, once I've healed again, and I've gotten to the point where I feel like I'm 100%, who do you think the first person I'm going to go back to? Because obviously I can't stay away. 16 years, you know what I mean? 16 long years. So obviously I can't stay away. So that's kind of out of the question. So part of me just feels like, well, maybe you should stick around long enough to see if she pushes you away, and we'll see what happens there. Again, the whole point of this is for me coming in to say, I'm trying to express myself. I can't do it at home. I can't do it face to face, because every time I try to express what my issue is, I'm met with the same, well, this is my issue too. So I'm never really being heard. Instead, I'm just being matched with tit for tat, which is just kind of weird to me. Um, it's kind of crazy. It's like I get more attitude than appreciation. And I'm a very simple man. I don't ask for a lot. I don't ask for too much. I try to do what's best. I ask for simple things. I go to work and come home like I'm told. I'm faithful. I'm loyal. I'm committed. What more can I do? What more can I do? I don't ask her to go to work. I don't ask her to do anything. I appreciate the fact that she stays home with the kids. Like, I feel like that was a big jump to make, that you were okay with staying home with the kids when you've been used to working for so long. So I was appreciative of that. But it's just like, I'm trying to show my appreciation by making sure you ain't got to worry about nothing. But I just don't. Again, I don't know. I don't get it. Again, but I'm always told that they don't know what she don't know what the problem is. So this is me voicing it all out. And now that it's on video, it's recorded, it's on the radio, it's my show. It's something that you can always go back and see. You can always go back and see, and you can see where the issue is or what the problem is. But my biggest thing that I do want to talk about is tit for tat, because like everyone will say, I mean, if you see social media lately, you see I've made a few posts or comments to where everyone knows my relationship is on the rockiest of roads right now, right? It's on the rockiest of roads. And that's being said because, again, if it's not public, nothing changes, nothing is being done about it. So I go about it the way I can. Again, I've tried what I can, and this is the only thing that works. So forgive me if you don't like it. Forgive me if you feel like it's the wrong way to go about it. But for you, it may work in a different way. But for me and mine, this is kind of the only way I can get things to progress. So I'm going to say that now. Um, Let me see here. Um, One of the biggest things I hate being told, like when I'm trying to correct something or address something, I don't even want to say correct, because I try to address it first before I correct anything, because I don't know all the facts, right? But one of the biggest things I get told is, well, you're never here. And I hate that because, well, the only reason I'm never here is because I'm out working to make sure we have a roof over our head. That's it. Like, I think that's easy to understand. That's easy to be told. And always remember, like, that a sharp tongue, that sharp tongue is just, it's horrible. You can never take back things you say. And people never understand that. They can never take back what they say. And it's to a point where when your attitude controls whether or not you want someone to live or die, that's wild. If the first thing you can say to me when you get upset about a disagreement we're having is, you hope I die, that's crazy. And to say it more than once is even wilder. Like, why? You really just don't want me here. Like, fuck me, huh? You know? Fuck me and my mental. Um, but all in all, man, I'm in a position where I've just noticed recently, because I've tried to pay more attention to see if I am giving off a certain vibe, or if I'm doing a certain kind of action that may make her feel unsafe or unguarded. I don't know what it may be, but it's just like every time I have an issue with something and I address it, it's never really addressed. And then instead of it being fixed or worked on, it's more so of a tit for tat. Oh, well, since you're upset because I may hurt your feelings, or I did something to affect you, or I did something wrong, I'm going to be upset too. That's crazy. That's really crazy that things can work like that. Because why do we have to go tit for tat? What is the main issue? Why do we have to go tit for tat? That's kind of petty and childish to me. But right now I'm at a place where I say, you know what? If tit for tat is what you want to do, hey, let's do tit for tat. I think I posted a song the other day. He said, we can go tit for tat, give some, take some. We can go tit for tat. And he said, we can go tit for tat. We can go back and forth. I'm here for that. Because now it's just like, what else am I going to do? I might as well play the game, right? I keep getting controller thrown in my head, and no matter how much I keep trying to put it down because I don't want to play, I might as well pick it back up. Stop letting it knock me up in the head. Stop letting it give me headaches and migraines. Um, I hate that instead of my issues being addressed and really being acknowledged or being worked on or fixed, it just goes tit for tat. We just go tit for tat with each other, go back and forth with it. And again, there is so many more issues that I haven't even gone public with. I haven't said nothing about, because I've tried the route of being a bigger person, going about it this way, changing the way I talk to her, changing the way I act to her. Like, I've done it all, and I'm still met with the same roadblock, right? With the same roadblock. But everybody in the past, they got the utmost respect and attention and gratefulness and appreciation, and they can cheat on you, do all of this extra shit, and they get the greatest treatment like they kings. And I'm here showing you how much I appreciate you and how great I value you, yet I'm getting treated like the great value brand at Walmart. Wild. Um, but I keep telling myself this, because people will show you. They would show you what they want to do. You know what I mean? They can tell you all day, but people will always show you what they want to do. And when somebody is just consistently showing you they don't want to change for you, they don't care about changing for you, or at least approaching the situation that you want to address, you got to kind of take the signs. You know, you got to kind of take the signs. Um, I just feel like I'm in a marriage where, and again, don't hate me for it. This is me being honest and open because I need it to be said. My brain is going crazy and I can't hold it in no more. I have to tell somebody. So I'm going to talk to y'all, the people I come and talk to mental health with every single week, you know? I feel like I'm not respected, for one. I always say that. That's the biggest thing. Uh, I go back to the video, or I go back to the reference of how you would talk to your boss. You can go talk to somebody that will fire you the next day with the utmost respect, treat them with greatness, kindness, appreciation. You won't dare catch an attitude with them, but you come home and the man that's making sure the family is great and safe and protected for and provided for, you got the biggest attitudes with. It's wild. It is really wild. It's crazy to me. I shouldn't have to suffer for anybody else's issues or responses or actions towards you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I can help you work through it, but I should not have to suffer for it at all. Um, Again, I don't feel appreciated. You know, like small things. It's I am big on actions. Again, talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. So no matter what you say, no matter what you tell me, I see your actions, and your actions show me something completely different than what your mouth saying. So in that case, I'm gonna take what I see and believe what I see and not what I hear. I think that's the rule of law, right? We always believe what you see and not what you hear. So, um, yeah, it's crazy. I think it's to a point where I feel like we're getting further instead of farther. And I know that may not make sense to some of y'all. So what I mean by that is I feel like we're getting to a point where instead of us getting farther in life, farther together, we're getting further apart. We're separating. Like I feel like we are growing apart from each other with these issues because I'm at a point where I can't even keep talking to you and telling you what the issue is because I feel like you don't even hear me. I feel like you hear it, and once you've heard it, you just whatever. It's nothing else after that. No acknowledgement, no progress, no work, no nothing. It's crazy. Ah, man. When I can't, if I can't express myself, what am I supposed to do when you ask me questions? I'm just gonna sit there and look at you. I'm like, oh, okay. What you want me to say? Because the minute I start telling you what's really bothering me and what's really affecting me, it turns into a you problem. Now you have an issue. Now you have a problem that you want to take care of, and we can't even address what my issue is because all of a sudden now that my issue is this, it's also your issue. I just think that's a little bit ironic. I think that's very ironic. Um, it's I'm a very observant person. So if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm going to pick up on all the cues. You know, all the things that tell me that, hey, there may be an issue. You know, like, oh, we're not talking like that. Oh, there's not enough affection going around. The intimacy is fucking in the fucking trash, if you ask me. It's just, there's there's signs you should pick up where you should know we have serious issues that need to be addressed and worked on. But instead of that being looked up, instead of that being paid attention to, it's just like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just watch TV, be in my phone. I'm gonna just ignore which I ain't finna talk to you, say nothing to you. I'm gonna just go ahead because you got an attitude. That's what it is. I hate the fact that every single time I got a problem, it's I have an attitude, and it's not that I'm just disappointed because I feel like we should be doing better than this shit. That's all it is. It's straight. I don't even have the energy to be angry anymore. I'm just disappointed, highly disappointed, because she 30, I'm 32. We grown. These are child problems that we're dealing with, and we can't even get past them. That's crazy to me. That's wild. So, you know, I just don't understand how we are at this age, and as my partner, you refuse to grow because you want your attitude to be the best feature you have. That's wild. That attitude should not control your life. It really, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Accountability looks good on people for a reason because once they break through the wall of seeing what accountability does, it helps them grow to be better people individually. They can grow around every area of their life. They can grow at a faster pace, a better pace, a healthier pace. But you gotta learn to be accountable. You know, you can't do something and then when somebody else reacts from you, you know, like again, my reaction is always talked about. but not what caused it. And that's crazy to me. Because what we can go back to is if you would have never did what you did, I wouldn't be acting that way, right? What I thought. Um, but I just feel like she refuses to grow, and I've told her this. I think I've said it to y'all too in points. It's just like I I don't trust her no more. I don't trust her. When you get upset, when you get mad, when things aren't going your way because you're uncomfortable over something you wronged or you've done, you get up and leave. You want to go running back to your mom's house. You want to get up and leave and move out. No, that's not fair to me that I have to sit up here and deal with that and that I can't trust you. I can't trust you at all. You every time you get upset, you want me to die. Every time you get mad and I'm going, you want to leave. How am I supposed to trust you? Hmm? It's hard for me to do that. It's hard for me to do that. Not to mention things in the past. And I don't mean the past in our childhood. I mean the last 3 or 4 years. You know? So it's a lot to it. But I'm wrong because I bring everything up. Because I want to address things in a healthy way. I want to hold people accountable for things they've said and done. But I'm wrong for trying to have those conversations. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. I'm in a marriage, and in this marriage, I don't feel loved. I don't feel valued. Like, I just feel like I could die tomorrow, and by next week, she'd be packed up back in her mom's house, ready to just go on with her life raising the kids. It ain't nothing to it. I kid you not. She'll find somebody else and be happy with them. Um, for real. Because again, I just don't understand when I have an issue, how does it come all about you? How does it become all about you? And it's wild to me. Then everybody says, well, you need to try counseling. You need to try therapy. I did try that in year one of the marriage. I did try counseling and therapy. And unfortunately, it didn't work either then because she only wanted to go when she had an issue, when she had a problem. But I believe that therapy is to proactively prevent problems and issues and situations. Even recently, it was talked about a month ago, but I don't see anything about therapy since then. I don't see any appointments. I don't see anything sent to me. I don't see anything being done or scheduled. So again, I'm not gonna keep trying to put in the effort when you ain't. You do what you do. Hey, we'll see what happens. Whether or not we grow together or grow apart, and go one or two ways. Um, then it's just like, again, I keep saying this, but I gotta reiterate it more than once on this part. When I bring something, when I address something, I expect it to be fixed. I expect it to be acknowledged, fixed, and worked on. And it's never happened. It's more so like I say what the issue is, what the problem's going on. I address the situation, and once I address the situation, that's the last thing we hear about it. After that, she thinks everything's all good and dandy because we're still living under the same roof. But you don't even feel the energy, the tension, the awkwardness, the no conversation, the no laying next to each other, the no touching each other, the no sex, the nothing. You don't see none of that as an issue at all. It's crazy. I think I just feel like the household is a little dysfunctional because of that. We're a team. As parents, we're a team. So if we have certain rules in play and I'm not home, but I have certain rules, land of the law, I expect you to be my sheriff or my deputy, I should say. Sorry. No, I expect you to be my vice president. And when I'm gone, for you to step up and make sure those rules are still being followed. And when we're on different pages and those rules aren't being followed, it's not being regulated, the kids see a battlefield and then they pick and choose which side they want to be on when it benefits them. And that's wild because we can't get anything resolved that way, anything taken care of, anything done when the household is divided. It's just crazy. It's kind of crazy to me. Again, I said it before. I feel like I'm coexisting instead of living with my partner. I feel like I'm just here to make sure that they have a roof over their heads and that the bills are paid and that things are taken care of. That's all I feel like I'm here for. Anything else is not needed. You know what I mean? Except for my kids. My kids, they show me so much love. And people say, well, how are you able to show your kids love and affection but not her and y'all in the same household? Well, I've done a lot of work on my emotions to where I've learned to control them a lot. That's like this switch that I have in me. I can turn my emotions on and off as I please. Do I love that? I hate it. I hate having to really control and turn my emotions off. It's not really a good look. I mean, but it benefits. So I do it because it works. It helps out. Uh, I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm going to spend my life like this, but I'm definitely telling you that it's just, it works out and helps in certain ways. Um, but back to saying that, I feel like I'm coexisting because I can't even speak up or talk or nothing. And there's just no accountability to the point I say, we're grown. We are grown ass adults. Accountability should not be that hard to take on at this age. I was in my early 20s having difficulties with accountability, which some people told me that they understood. Some people told me I was too old to be doing that. And, I get it. But it's like now, and I would no way in shape or form in my 30s be acting like I can't be accountable for simple shit. People are so worried about you saying, oh, yeah. You see, I told you. And that's not what it's fucking about. We're not kids. You being accountable lets me know that you understand you did something that affected me in a way that I did not like, that I did not appreciate, and that you are going to work on it and do better and change it. You can't keep coming giving me the same tired ass apologies with no change behavior. Because at that point, I don't believe anything you say. And when you want to come apologize to me, I'll let that shit go in one ear, not the other. Because why? I've heard it before. I've heard it so much, I could probably write it for you, write it down on a notebook paper, give it to a stranger, let them read it as you're saying it to me. That's probably how well I know it, not how well versed I am in it. You know what I mean? So keep the apologies and show change behavior. I don't give a fuck about them tired ass apologies no more. I want change behavior. That's exactly what I want. But again, most of you will say, well, you got all of these problems, all of these concerns, and why don't you just leave? Why don't you just not? And if I wanted something easy, yeah, I would leave and just go find something else. On to the next. And then 10 years later, I'm running into the same problems with that woman. No, I want to work on it. I want progress. So instead of me leaving, I want to let it be known what my problems and issues are. So there's no concerns about it whatsoever. I shouldn't have to repeat myself. When I ask for something to be done, it should be done. I come in, I go to work. Sometimes I work 12, 13-hour days, 2 to 3 days out the week, right? At that point, if I'm doing that, if I come home and I say, hey, can you rub my feet? I shouldn't get an attitude about nothing about it. I don't care if I want you to grab the lotion. I don't care if I want you to do this. If I come home and ask you to rub my back, I shouldn't get no attitude about none of that. It's just the fact that I can't even ask for a simple request without getting an attitude, without getting some kind of pushback. But let me be your ex nigga. You'll give him everything, whatever he wants. That's wild. You know what I mean? That's wild. So, yeah, I'm going to address what I want to address. I got issues that need to be resolved, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I came out here to do it because, yes, I want it to be publicly known what my issues are at home. I want it to be known what the problems are, because until change is happening, who else am I going to talk to? You're not finna see me go kill myself because I can't talk to nobody. Fuck no. It's not going to happen. So it's either going to get to the point where this entire thing gets resolved piece by piece and we make progress and grow together, or this entire thing doesn't get resolved and piece by piece we keep growing apart to the point where we just don't even want to be around each other. And again, we can go tit for tat. We can go back and forth. I'm here for that. I'm no longer ready to be the nice guy. I'm tired of being cool, nonchalant, and calm about it. At this point now, it's just like, it's either this or that. It ain't no in between. I'm not here to play no games. I'm not here to. This is exactly what it's gonna look like. So I guess what I can say is your move, right? Because I don't really got nothing else to really to put on it, but the fact that I'm just being honest. I'm being open and honest. I'm being open about my feelings, expressing exactly what problems, what issues I have that need to be worked on. There are a lot of problems and issues where I feel like are kind of like detrimental. They're small probably, or I shouldn't say detrimental. They're just small to the point where it's an issue within an issue. So until something else gets fixed, I can't even really bring that up. I can't even really bring that up, right? I can't bring it up. But it's just like, damn. It's like you'd rather open a door to push me into the arms of another woman than change and kind of do better for you, us, and the kids. Because I feel like I can tell my daughters all day long what it looks like for them to submit to a man, but I feel like it's completely up to their mother to show them what it looks like to submit to a man. what to show a man appreciation, to show a man you value him, to show a man you respect him, especially a man that's doing what he has to be doing and a trying man. I feel like it's in her best interest to show them that because I can only tell them. But then at the same time, you're also teaching my boys that it's okay to be disrespected by a woman. It's okay to be talked to and treated bad. It's okay to be ignored and to everything you say going out the window. It's okay to get talked to a certain way, and treated a certain way. You teaching my boys the same thing, and that's crazy. So, um, where's where's the accountability in it? As a team, we have to do better. As parents, we've always done our goddamn thing as parents. Now that we've got us, and I say stable home because financially it ain't a burden. We got a roof over our head. We got food in the house, and I got a job to go to work and make money every day. So I say stable in that sense. Um, but you would want to bring the kids up with us being in a healthy home. You know what I mean? But it can't be a healthy home if every time we have an issue, it never gets addressed and it never gets resolved. At that point, it becomes a very toxic home. And now we're raising our kids to not break generational curses, but follow them. It's kind of wild to me. Again, I mean, I've loved this girl since the day I met her in 2009. You know, love at first sight ain't never changed. And I, if it don't work, hopefully she can just keep continuing to push me away. Because for some odd reason now, I feel it. I feel the space between us. I feel the pushing. I feel the, what do you want to call it? If you want, some say self-sabotage, whatever you want to call it. I feel that. I feel the fact that she may be self-sabotaging it. I don't know what she may be doing, but I feel her pushing me to a point where I'll open the door myself. You know, that's where I feel like it could be going. And it's crazy to say that because after 16 years, I never thought I would want to be without her. But I actually feel her pushing me away now. I feel our connection being severed. I do. Because I just feel myself becoming quiet. I don't care to express or explain or talk no more. I just feel myself becoming a complete, what do you call them? Mime or a mute. It's crazy because I shouldn't have to do that. I feel like if I go out to this world and I fight the world when I'm out at work, whatever it is, when I come home, this should be my peace, my safe space. I shouldn't have to worry or feel any kind of tension or any kind of problems. And now that's all I feel is tension and negativity. And, you know, it's like I'm the bad guy because I've been wronged. And it's crazy. It's wild. But it is what it is at the end of the day. It is what it is. On a brighter note, though, what's coming up Sunday? Father's Day. Father's Day will be here. I didn't want to forget about that. I should have mentioned that earlier, but I actually almost forgot. But there are a couple things I want to mention about Father's Day before I go today. Hey, the poet didn't even know it. Actually, I did know it. Happy Father's Day. Or I'm going to say it early to the fathers because, I won't see y'all again until next week, and I'll say happy belated Father's Day as well. But happy early Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Let me tell y'all now, man, y'all are highly appreciated. We greatly appreciate y'all. Our kids greatly appreciate us. Everything about us being fathers, down to the sweat, blood, and tears of waking up and going to work every day, to coming home and kissing the little ones goodnight. We are valued by our children in ways we never even know. And me as a fellow father, I'm telling y'all now, I appreciate y'all in ways because I didn't have a dad growing up. So to see other dads being there, making sure that they there for their kids, man, that's solid to y'all. This weekend is all about us, man. Don't let these tired ass, bitter ass baby mamas do anything to ruin your day. Don't let them do anything crazy. All that posting, I'm the daddy, all of that, don't worry. We all in agreement in social media around the world that this year we blocking everybody that says that shit. All the women that say Happy Father's Day to themselves, they getting blocked. Listen, I've ended friendships over this because I don't care. Your day was Mother's Day. Let us as real fathers enjoy our day as Father's Day. How about that? That's what you need to do. You worry about Mother's Day, we worry about Father's Day. Let us have our fun, you'll have your fun. You already see they ain't advertising for niggas. They not giving us no advertisements about Father's Day. We ain't got no baskets being made for us. It's just we just know it's Father's Day, okay? And they giving more promotion to the summer than they giving to Father's Day. Ain't that crazy? But it is what it is. But again, shout out to all the dads out there being dads, man. We are all appreciated. I appreciate y'all. I'm sure y'all appreciate me. But keep doing what y'all doing, man. Keep y'all heads up. Keep these little ones going. Keep the discipline in the home, man. Keep that fatherly advice going, man. Keep that iron boot down. You know, do what you do, man. Stay on your thug thistle. It's hard out here, man. It's tough for us. We go through so much. We go through so fucking much. You know, it's hard to even really deal with it all on a day-to-day basis, but we go through a lot. You know, as fathers, as men in general, especially, you know, my black fathers, fellow black fathers. There's so much, you know, and we handle that shit day by day like it's nothing. We make it look easy as fuck. You know what I mean? So shout out to y'all. Shout out to us. We'll keep it going up. We'll celebrate this weekend big. Happy Father's Day to you all. I'm really happy that y'all are getting ready to enjoy this special day. I know I'm going to enjoy it. I'm actually, honestly, the way I've been feeling with being home, I'm probably going to go to work, though, you know, and get out the house and try to get some, you know, time away to myself, which is crazy that I got to feel like work is time away to myself. But Sunday morning, I'll probably celebrate with the kids a little bit before I do that. You know, have some time with them since they are the reason I'm celebrating Father's Day. But other than that, man, I just want to tell y'all, I wanted to come out here and be open and honest with y'all, man. Mentally, it's the only thing I'm dealing with is my marriage. You know, everything else is kind of cool, but you know, my marriage is something I deal with every day and struggle mentally with, and those are the reasons why. Hey, let's see if anything changes now that everybody's been heard. But hope for the best, hoping for the best. But I'm already knowing I might have a little attitude after this that I got to deal with. But oh well, you know. What is this said? If you wanted my perception, if you wanted my reality of you to be better, then you should have treated me better. If you wanted me to talk highly about you, then you should have treated me better. That's the saying. So I don't feel bad at all. I'm glad that it was said and it's heard. But we'll see what happens from it at the end of the day. A lot of people will come at me and say some things, and I'll tell them the same thing. Hey, look, you worry about yours, I'm worried about mine. It's no disrespect, but I'm telling y'all, publicity is the only way it works. They say all publicity is not bad publicity. So I'm going to believe that because I feel like this is definitely going to be a great stepping stone. We'll see where it goes because, I mean, at the end of the day, now every woman that knows me, watches this and seen it has know what the problems are you are causing at home. And you can either choose to fix them or we can choose to grow apart. I know the biggest thing is, and y'all may say something, but whenever I've had another woman in the picture, I get all the respect I need. When there's somebody else competing for my love, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And that's crazy that it got to be like that. But I don't want to have to step outside and cheat in order to receive something I should be receiving already. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll give y'all an update next week on how some things may have went. But now it's about that time I have to go and get to work. I just noticed what time it was. So I will catch y'all next Wednesday. Before I go, don't forget to follow me on the social networks, Mark Quan Thomas on Facebook or Quan Facebook GL Thomas. You can also catch me on Instagram as Juss Quanni or Talk is Cheap. And then Twitter is the same way, Quanni702 or Juss Quanni. And then YouTube is just Quanni23 as well as TikTok. But you can come and follow me on all the socials. Reach out to me, man. Show support and love. I love to show love and support back. Definitely reach out to y'all later on. Peace, love, and hair grease. I'll catch y'all next week.
What's up, everybody? It's your main man, 360 the Poet. Hey, Las Vegas, get ready to celebrate Freedom Day with Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation at the 23rd Annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival. It's going down Saturday, June 15th from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo World Market Center located at 435 South Grand Central Parkway. Join us for a Jubilee celebration like no other, featuring food, vendors, live DJs, prizes, and a free concert you won't want to miss, featuring Billboard Top 10 artist Jay Brown, along with Maya Milan, Vice City, and Vegas' own Ray Millie. Free health screenings provided by Southern Nevada Health District. There's a kid zone, prizes, giveaways, and more. Empowering people and igniting the culture at the 23rd Annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival. For more information or to register for your e-tickets, visit June19lv.com. That's June19lv.com. This event is powered by Zappos, Google, and the Love Live campaign. Love freely, love openly, love fearlessly. Live you equals you.